Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. We are live and we are rolling. Check 1 2, check 1 2. YouTube is good. Live on Assist is ready. Facebook, are we ready to go? And Facebook is ready as well. Pistons fans, what up, though? Welcome to the season finale, the regular season finale with your Detroit Pistons taking on the Indiana Pacers in their road matchup to conclude the regular season. I am Eric Vincent, your host here on LiveOnAssist.com, Detroit Pistons beat reporter on ClutchPoints.com, and your host here on Top Title Detroit on YouTube. Thank you all for tapping in and being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you rocking in and locking in all season long, because it has been an absolute treat of a regular season to be a Detroit Piston fan. I appreciate everybody's support. Truly means the world. Terhan, what up, though? What's good? What's good? What's good? Should be easy dub. Let's hope so. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? In it with another blowout, just like they did against the Hornets. Things peaking at the right time for the Detroit Pistons right about now. A lot of good momentum in their direction. They're getting healthy. Playing some of their best basketball. And everything is moving accordingly right now for the Detroit Pistons. Sella in the building. What up, Sella? Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for checking in. What's good? What's good? What's good? A glorious day for Detroit basketball. Let's get to it. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. If you're checking in from Michigan, where are y'all checking in from? Let me know where y'all watching from. If you watch it from the city, if you watch it from around Metro Detroit, let me know where y'all watching from. Talk to me in the chat. Let me know where you at. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Xavier, what's good? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Orlando can beat Detroit in a playoff outcome. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's let everybody get settled in right quick. We got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna enjoy the game for sure, but we're gonna talk a lot about the playoffs as we get that much closer to probably the most exciting postseason run in the last 20 years for the Detroit Pistons. Last year was great. The New York Knicks run was great, even though it didn't end how they wanted it to. But that was still a great series. This, I think, is topping that now at this point. Considering the expectations, considering what this team has been able to do all season long, this is easily the most exciting postseason run that you're going to see for the Detroit Pistons in the past 20 years. I don't think that's crazy to say. Let me see. Xavier checking in from Boston. Okay. Beantown in the building. I got a homeboy from Boston. I don't rock with him, though, because he's an actual Celtics fan. He be talking reckless. And he got that accent, too, so that's tough. Teron Warren, Michigan. Eastside, what up, though? Eastside in the building. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Please make sure y'all like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Pay your ties at the door. Appreciate the support. Appreciate all the love that you guys have poured in this season, man. Y'all are amazing. Juwan Gordy, what up, though? Eastside, too. Okay. Eastside representing today. I like this. I like this. I like this. I was staying around Southwest for a little while. I'm currently out here in Farmington Hills, though. I'm not too far from the city, but, you know, I want to be closer to my family, so I'm out here in Farmington Hills. Holding down this coverage, holding down this platform, and, of course, rocking in and hanging in with y'all. We got 10 people checking in on YouTube so far. Got 3 people on Facebook. Got a few people on Live on Assist. I like it. I like it. I like it. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know how excited y'all are for this playoff run, man. I mean, this is y'all witnessing history. This isn't like the Blake Griffin run where, you know, they were in the playoffs and it was against a powerhouse like Milwaukee. It wasn't really likely that they were going to get up here. The Pistons have exceeded all expectations and have a clear, realistic path to making it out of the Eastern Conference this season. You should feel extremely confident to play anybody in any round. Anybody in any round, you should feel extremely confident to take on. It don't matter who it is. You got a little taste of it on Friday when the Pistons took on the Charlotte Hornets. A close back and forth, but as we predicted and as we talked about, you saw what an unorganized and a team that don't have a lot of experience in postseason basketball can look like. So with Charlotte having all the talent in the world, it wasn't enough against a team that was prepared, that was battle-tested, with great coaching, with great depth, with a superstar, 2 star players, one of the best defensive players in basketball, 2 of the best defensive players in basketball. And guys that are ascending at the right time. Let me get these posts up real quick. Make sure everybody can get in on Twitter. There we go. Change that. Change that. Oops. Nah, I screwed it up. There you go. Boom. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Live on Top of Detroit right now. Tune in. Bye, y'all. There we go. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. David, what up, though? I'm ready for the playoffs, as you should be, my good brother. This postseason run is going to be extremely exciting. As a Pistons beat reporter, I cannot wait to be in LCA. If y'all going to be there, please let me know. If you're going to be at LCA for the postseason, let me know. Hit me up on my social media. I would love to meet y'all. I would love to link up with y'all. Love meeting and hanging out with the greatest sports fan base, the greatest sports community in the world. Because nobody deserves this more than the Detroit faithful, I swear. Because they still doubting y'all, man. They still doubting this team. There's still question marks. There's still hesitation. Is this real? Are they the Atlanta Hawks? Even though that Atlanta Hawks team made it to the ECF, so I don't even understand that comparison, but whatever. All these questions, all this doubt, all of, let's call it what it is, all the BS that you hear on a daily basis, the Pistons have done a great job of silencing all doubt. Even the doubt I had. If y'all been here all season, you heard me questioning the things that they didn't do at the deadline, questioning what they did at the offseason, questioning what they were going to look like during the injuries. There's nothing wrong with some doubt. But once it's been answered, and once the team has shown that they built for it, that's when you got to check that. And I've checked my doubt at the door. I've checked it in. I believe in what this team is doing. I believe this team is built for a deep postseason run. I believe this team has shown that they can weather the storm of the issues they may or may not have on this roster. I think being battle-tested is no longer a question mark. This team has shown they can handle adversity. They've shown that they can embrace the next man up mentality. And I am so excited to see what this team is able to do in a postseason stretch in a wide-open Eastern Conference. Because I think even the teams that have the championship expectation, the Knicks, the Celtics, the Cavaliers, those are the top 3 teams that really got to be championship or bust. I don't think it's championship or bust for the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons got time. They got a young core still that's just, I don't even say they just hitting their prime, because I don't think Cade has hit his prime yet. I don't think Jalen Duren has hit his prime yet. I don't think Asar is anywhere near his prime. Ron's nowhere near his prime. Like, these guys are just now tapping in. And even the guys like Tobias Harris, like, I remember prime Tobias Harris, but I think he's still playing some of his most useful and impactful basketball since he's been back in Detroit. Now, does that mean he's averaging 20 plus like he used to? Nah, but he's doing the things that this team needs. And even when he was scoring them 20-point games back when he was in Orlando, they called him hollow. They said it was worth nothing. Oh, but he's not winning. Well, now he's winning, and now he's playing damn good basketball for this team. Danis Jenkins showing how much of an intricate piece he can be for this team. JB. Oh, they got a nice little slideshow that they playing for the regular season. Kevin Huerter, Beef Stew, Karis LeVert, Javonte Green, Young Woo. It's been a phenomenal season, man. I hope y'all have been as excited and hype about this season of what you've seen as I have been, man. This has been amazing. Final starting lineup for the regular season: Cade Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and no Jalen Duren tonight. So B-Ball Paul is getting the start at the center position for the Pistons as they take on the Indiana Pacers, who are already thinking about next season. Quentin Jackson, Ethan Thompson, Kobe Brown, Jalen Slauson, Micah Potter. This team is not thinking about winning this basketball game. So the Pistons should be able to handle business like we would expect, right? Let's get to it. Tip-off is on the way. And let's play some Detroit basketball, shall we? Okay, we locked in on the screen, locked in on the clock. I think. Ooh, he was. Oh, there we go. We're good. Bro, why does this clock do that? It's changing on its own. Ugh. Okay, I think we're good. Let's play some basketball, shall we? We're going to talk a lot about the postseason. We're going to talk a lot about what we've seen this year. Oh, nice pass by Asar, dropping off a dime to B-Ball Paul. Pistons draw first blood, 2-0 lead. Ooh. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Cade, another drop off to B-Ball Paul. Potter with a triple, missed it. Duncan with a board. Shout out Duncan Robinson, man. Another great value addition by Trajan Langdon. Sar turns it over. Thompson 3-ball, missed it. Potter gets this offensive board. Tobias gets the board. Here we go. Here come the Pistons. And we got a foul. Stops the clock. Man, let's talk a little bit of basketball, man. Let's talk a little bit of what the Pistons have done. Let's talk about what we're looking forward to this season. How y'all feeling in the comments, man? Devon, what up, brother? I stopped doubting when they kept proving me wrong, right? As you should. That's why the Pistons have the best fan base in the world, man. Because even when, B-ball, Paul fast break. Oh, switch head. That's a goaltend. Give us that. The objectivity of the Detroit Pistons fan base is why this fan base is great. Our ability to go through adversity and then battle through it and stick through it through thick and thin. And then when things have been proven incorrect, like myself, I have my doubts, I have my question marks, but when they prove that it can work, they're able to adjust expectations and say, you know what? You got it. What you're doing is working, and I'm all in. I got you. I understand. I appreciate the objectivity that I see from the Detroit Pistons fan base, man. I love it. I love it. Stella, I also don't think they have been battle tested in the same way the Pistons have in recent years. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, this is going to be a different level. Again, they're the hunted now. They are now the hunted. You know, these teams are going to look for revenge off of what the Pistons have done to them all regular season. Because I think against these top seeds, I think they beat all of them handily. They swept the Knicks. They're 3-1 against the Celtics. And I think, are they 2-2 against the Cavs or 3-1? I don't remember if they're 2-2 against the Cavs or 3-1. I got to double check on that. Let's keep talking a little bit further, though. Pistons officially moved up 7 spots in the first round of this year's draft. Yes, we definitely going to talk about the draft. Shout out to Trajan Langdon being able to pull off some magic that has now worked off in the Pistons' favor, where they are now positioned to have the number 21 pick in the 2026 NBA draft, which should be pretty deep in terms of talent. Pistons could be looking for a shooting guard. They could be looking for a stretch forward. Could be looking for another wing. They got options. Could be looking for a point guard. Scooby Snack, what up, though? Stephanie, what's going on? Who would you like us to face off in the first round? I want to see the Hornets in the first round. I want the Hornets bad in the first round. Again, I believe that is the most favorable matchup for this team. To me, I think the toughest matchup for the Pistons, first of all, let me just be clear. I think out of all the teams that are in that play-in position right now, whether it's the Magic, the Sixers, the Hornets, or the Heat, I think the Pistons will be able to handle whoever they play against handily. I think they're going to convincingly win whoever they play against in that first round. I think you will see the Pistons win a home playoff game, and they will win a home playoff series as well. But I would prefer to see the Hornets because of their inexperience. I think they're super talented, but I think they can be handled. I think they can be frustrated. I think you can take them out of their game. I think you can basically frustrate them early and take them out of their game as soon as possible with their defense, with the Pistons' physicality, with the way that they like to score in the paint, the way they rebound, even their trash talk. Like, I love the way Jalen Durden and the team beat them up in the fourth quarter and said, we ain't shaking hands with y'all. JB, let's go. We out. Let's warm the bus up and get out of here. We don't need to talk to them. We out. Let's go. I loved that. The Detroit Pistons, to me, are saving basketball, creating rivalries, caring about defense. They're not spamming three-point shots like every other team in the NBA. They play a brand of basketball that's extremely respectable. And you can't say that about everybody else. Everybody else want to play like the Golden State Warriors and what the Celtics do, spamming 100 threes a game, barely trying on defense, sitting games out. No creativity today. Offense is just pick and roll and ISO basketball. The Pistons, I truly think, are saving basketball. And with what they've done and created the energy that they've created in the regular season, even with the Hornets, they've created a little bit of a rivalry with this team. Tobias Harris lines down a triple, knocks it down. Pistons up 9-4. They brought a new care and energy into this regular season. You know, even a couple years ago when they had their, back and forth with teams like the Pacers, back and forth with teams like the Timberwolves, the Magic, And now this season with the Hornets. And now everybody in the national media said, "Oh, I would love to see a Hornets Pistons series." I bet you would, because the Pistons are a great watch. Oh, B-ball Paul, throw it down, big fella. B-ball Paul with 3 buckets so far. That's 6 points to the Pistons, 11 so far. Paul Reed doing his thing. He's gonna play a huge part in the playoffs. But yes, sign me up for a Charlotte Hornets Detroit Pistons first round series. I don't think they have enough. I think Cade will be able to put LaMelo in a blender, even though he won't be guarded by LaMelo. LaMelo is a guy that likes to try to keep up with his opponents and the guys that he plays against. He wants to try to show that he's built for the moment. And I think Cade plays a way more mature, savvy game than a guy like LaMelo does. Oh, good defense, Tobias. Gets a steal. Here come the Pistons. Cade in transition. Drops to B-ball Paul. B-ball Paul be getting away from some travels. I ain't going to hold you. I love you, B-ball Paul, but, man, he be walking. But, I ain't snitching on nobody. No Gucci. I ain't telling nobody. Oh, man. Chuck Brewer, what up, though? Stu might be able to – what did he say? Stu might be about the best we could get. But Cade, Asar, and Ron all have another step to take. Of course. That's the beauty of this young core. They all have another step that they're able to take right now. They're not maxed out like the Knicks are. They're not maxed out like the Cavaliers are. They're not maxed out like a portion of the Celtics are. Dirty at Magic now, most concerning. Yeah, I think if they're healthy, if them or maybe the Sixers are healthy, I think those are the toughest teams that the Pistons could play in the first round. Me personally, that's not to say the Pistons can't beat them or they wouldn't have a chance. I think they match up well against everybody in the East. But I think with the offensive depth that the Magic have, if Franz Wagner is healthy, that's not going to be easy. If Paolo is not playing like Josh Smith and that fake Carmelo Anthony impression that he be doing, he can be dangerous. If Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, like De Silva, great connector of their offense. They have defenders as well. They have a lot of depth in Orlando. I don't sleep on the Orlando Magic. That's a good basketball team. They just been hurt a lot this season. Kingmaker, what up, though? Appreciate you being here, brother. Obi Toppin triple. Missed it. Tobias, left-handed drive. Nice take by Tobias. Tony Porter, what up, though? Uh-oh. Who's that? That's a foul on Asar. People hyping up the Hornets. They are. They looked, for a good portion of the season, I understood the hype. They looked dangerous. They were playing good basketball, moving the ball around, getting everybody involved, scoring points at will. They looked impressive, but when they struggle, that's how you know who a real team is. What do you do and how do you look when you struggle and go through adversity? That's the sign of a man, as an adult, as a person, as a woman. Who are you when life gets tough? Who are you when things get tough? And the Detroit Pistons have shown that they can battle anybody when times get tough. We've seen it all regular season. We saw it in the postseason last year. Nice take again by B-Ball Paul. No Jaden Ivey, no Isaiah Stewart. No Isaiah Stewart, who hasn't even played a round of Piston playoff basketball yet, outside the one game he had with the Knicks before he got hurt. But we have not got a full series of beef stew yet. And at this point, the Pistons have shown that they are battle-tested and ready for adversity. It speaks to the great coaching of J.B. Bickerstaff, the great coaching of the assistant coaches around him, Jarrett Jack, Fred Vinson, Sidney Lowe, a lot of these guys, man. Coach Burleson, all these guys. They got Luke Walton. They got some great coaches and a great identity and a great foundation. Credit to the veterans they got. Credit to Tobias Harris. Credit to Duncan Robinson. Credit to B-Ball Paul. And then credit to the young breakout players in Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren, who have taken their leadership reins by a chokehold. But I like this. I like this Pistons team against anybody, man. I'm not scared of them at all. I'm not scared of anybody. Pistons won 2 games, so it is 2-2. Okay, thank you, Juwan. Appreciate you for checking that, big homie. It's 2-2 against the Cavs, and that don't scare me at all because I think the Pistons were missing bodies when they played them, and then the Cavaliers were missing bodies when they played them. And I don't even think to me the duo of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden does not scare me. I think the Pistons have more than enough depth to match up against those two. Cade being a great defender that he is, Asar being the best defender in the world, Ron Holland being a great defender, Beef Stew a great two-way defender out the post and on the perimeter. Javonte Green been playing really good defense. They have JB Bickerstaff has found an ability and a way to get defensive production out of Duncan Robinson, who is notoriously known as a bad defender. So I'm not worried at all in terms of who the Pistons match up against defensively. Even Boston, as long as they find a way to rotate and challenge all three-pointers, as long as they don't leave guys open, have miscommunications off picks, leave guys open for corner threes, I have no questions about who they match up with defensively. Now, offensively, their game's going to have to translate. They're going to have to keep beating opponents up in the paint. They got to keep moving the ball. When they spread the ball around and hit around 30 assists a game, they're damn near unbeatable. When they're playing in transition, they're damn near unbeatable. Oh, look at Asar again. Oh, he almost kept it in. Great rotation. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what you want to see. Communication, moving around, flying around, using your length, using your speed and your athleticism. Asar doing a great job swatting that shot. Zubac still ain't going to do nothing for the Pacers. I mean, we'll see what the Pacers do. We got to see how Hallie comes back next season, how he fits in with Zoo, which I think could work. I mean, I don't. Zubac ain't no scrub. But is he a life changer for them? No, not at all. I think having Halliburton back, Siakam healthy, Tobias from 3. I love seeing that. I want to see a very active Tobias Harris in the postseason. But yeah, the Pacers got their own problems. Again, they're a team that's in rebuild mode. They're gonna have a high pick next season or this offseason. They're on a different plane from what the Pistons are doing right now. Bricked it. Here come the Pistons. Up 10. Cade Cunningham leading the charge. Oh, good pass to dunk. And he finished it. Cade. Quarterback Cade with a beautiful dime to Duncan Robinson. Good defense by Dunk. Obi Toppin another triple. Knocks it down. Paul Reed. Yeah, B-Ball Paul got to stay in Detroit for a little while longer. B-Ball Paul is a great glue piece for this team. When they need to break the glass and keep the front court steady, he's done an amazing job. His games against the New York Knicks this season, stepping in for Jalen Duren, swatting and outplaying Karl Anthony Towns repeatedly. Watching how Stu was able to lock up Towns. Loved it. I absolutely loved seeing what they were able to do this season against him. See what else y'all talking about in the chat here. What y'all talking about in the chat here? Only thing that could beat the Pistons is experience. Agreed. And I think they have more than enough right now. I think depth and toughness, I think, and sticking to their identity will be enough. Like, I don't think teams like the Celtics have enough. Yeah, they're experienced, but the Pistons are experienced too. And the way that they play against them, I think, will outweather what they have. Like, I love what Jalen Duren can do offensively against a team like the Celtics. As long as he locks in defensively, doesn't let Vucevic get hot from 3, I think they'll be fine against the Celtics. I think they match up just fine against the Celtics. I don't care about what Tatum and JB have together. Like, JT has looked good, but he hasn't looked unstoppable. I think Asar can lock him down for a couple games. I think Ron Holland can get in Jaylen Brown's face, turn him over a couple times, and make him shoot a couple tour dates. Derek White is not, I don't think is going to break the back of this team. I think they have more than enough defensively and offensively to weather the storm. And again, the Pistons are not going to play the identity of everybody else. We're going to stick to what we do. We're going to make you rush. We're going to make you panic. So I have no worries about what they have against those teams at all. Cavaliers, I don't even want to talk about the Knicks for real. I don't think the Knicks worry. The Knicks should not worry anybody at this point. From what they've done this season, they would have been one of the most fluky up and down teams all season. Even their own fan base says it. I've been watching them. I've been checking into their lives, checking into their chats. They worry too, and they should be. Hey, we at 681. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to everybody tapping in. Shout out to everybody liking the stream, showing support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love. Cavs bench is a little slept on in my opinion. Yeah, it can be, but so is the Pistons. I think the Pistons are top 10 in bench scoring. With Danish Jenkins playing again, I think Danish Jenkins is one of the biggest offensive X factors for the Pistons. If he's playing up to snuff, if he's moving the ball around, if he's showing off his speed, getting to the hoop, getting to the free throw line, he's been one of the most reliable free throw shooters on this roster since he's been active and, getting the minutes he's been getting. So, yeah, I agree. The Cavaliers got, they got some depth, but so do the Pistons. Cade, come on. You were fouled, but I want to see you finish better at the rim. You've been struggling since you came back. What do you think about Duncan long-term, say the next 3 years? I think it could work. I wouldn't mind keeping Duncan around. Now, how they use him is going to be the question. For right now, he's their starting two guard, and it works for now, but you can still upgrade at that position, I think. If Duncan were to come off the bench next season or in 2 years, good pass by Cade. Drops it off the beef stew with a nice floater at the rim. Pistons go back up 10. Yeah, I would have no problem with keeping Duncan around for a long-term, as a long-term bench option. You need shooters. You need spacers. He's a veteran. I wouldn't mind it at all, personally. I was completely wrong. I thought Karis LeVert was going to be the most helpful veteran, but it's been Duncan this season. Duncan has outshined him completely. The defense is a huge liability for shift guards in the playoffs, but we need the shooting bad. His shooting playmaking is great for us. Is that enough to lock him in at the starting two? Are you talking about Duncan or are you talking about Karis LeVert? Who are you talking about, Kingmaker? I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding who you're talking about. I don't want to. I'm not judging what you're saying. I'm just making sure I'm understanding who you're talking about. You talking about Duncan or you talking about Danis? Let me know. I'll get back to you on that. I'm going to get back to that for the record. Kevin Huerter, left-hand finish. See, there go the Pistons bench. Instant impact already. Hey, there's Huerter with a triple. There we go. Got to see that for Hurt. Hurt's got to be big in this playoff series. There we go. Yeah, take that time out. Take that time out, Carlisle. Yes, sir, Ski. That's what I want to see. You talking about, Duncan. Yeah, I don't want to say his defense is a huge well, Grant, I guess we'll see. We'll see. If he has to match up and they put him on an island to guard James Harden and Donovan Mitchell and the wings of the Celtics, because remember, in the regular season, that's what the Celtics tried doing repeatedly, game after game. They tried to go after Duncan, putting him on an island to guard, and yeah, that was tough. So yeah, again, as a starting two, it can work for now. It's worked up to this point. You're the number one seed, so yeah, it can work, but it's not. I don't think he's cemented it for the future. Like Cade is cemented for the future. Duren is cemented for the future. Asar, you can argue, is cemented for the future with his defense. But yeah, outside of that, I think you can kind of mix and match the 2 and the 4 spot, with whatever they choose to do in the offseason. But again, to keep them here on the roster, I think would have value. I think it would be great to have Duncan here as a shooter and a sniper off the bench. Hurt got a hoop. You see it. I get excited when Ron hits the floor. Hey, I was hyped to see what Ron did last game against the Hornets. He got a little quiet with his shooting. He kind of stopped shooting after a little while. But I love seeing him knock down. What, he hit 3 triples in that game? I think he hit 2 in the first quarter and then 1 in the fourth and 1 in the second half. I love seeing that from Ron Holland. When Ron is aggressive and attacking and expanding his game, it's exciting to see because he's going to be a guy that could be – he's one of the biggest swing players on this roster. If his game expands, it changes a lot of what the Pistons can do in terms of their roster building and construction. We got Danis, Ron, Karis LeVert, Beef Stew, and Kevin Huerter on the floor right now. Pistons moving a lot of action. Ron Holland off the drive, misses it. Beef Stew with a putback at the rim. Pistons go up 17, 37-20. Just under 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, good block by Beef Stew. Get that out of here. The Pistons' rotations have been spectacular. They move so well. They communicate. If you've been at LCA, you hear how much the Pistons talk when they're playing defense. Danis tried to get the blow by, gets blocked a little bit, but it's okay. I like the drive. I don't mind it. Rotation again. Obi Toppin driving on Stu. Midi missed it. Offensive rebound goes to the Pacers. Foul by Ron Holland. Yeah, Ron was deep. Nothing wrong with that. That's a good foul. Had him in an unadvantageous position. Duncan's D in Detroit is leaps better than we seen from him in Miami. Is that the Asar effect? I mean, it could be. I think it's the JB effect. I don't want to say it's just Asar Thompson alone. I think the entire team has kind of bought into the defensive identity that JB Bickerstaff has employed within this franchise. I said the same thing about Tobias Harris last season. Tobias was never known as some lockdown defender. He's been a good plus defender at times, but I think last season he played the best defense of his entire career under JB Bickerstaff. And you can say the exact same thing about Duncan Robinson this year. So I will give it more to the JB, effect. He talks about it all the time. Defense is what they prioritize more than anything, and you see it. Nobody takes plays off defensively. Nobody. You see a lot of superstars on different teams. If somebody gets beat, they just kind of, wave their hands up and just wave the white flag. The Pistons don't do that, even if they're out of position. Beef Stew throws a hook up. Almost had it. To me, I think that's another reason why JB should be a runaway. I don't even want to say candidate. I think calling JB Bickerstaff a candidate for Coach of the Year is crazy. It should be unanimous. It should absolutely be unanimous. Karis LeVert with a triple. Pistons net 40 points in the first quarter. 40-24, doing exactly what they need to do. 40 ball tagged. The Pistons had one of the most questionable off seasons. No Malik Beasley. You lose Tim Hardaway Jr. You don't go get a big star. So people were questioning what they were going to look like. Karis LeVert. Oh, my God, Karis, just go up with the right hand, bro. If you get fouled, you get fouled, but don't get cute. Quentin Jackson triple. Pistons up 13 with 4 seconds left. And Karis gets a foul. Karis gets a foul. As the clock expires, he'll take 2 free throw shots. All right, that's fine with me. Back to my point, though, because I'm not off this, man. I don't know if y'all have been as frustrated as I am with some of the conversation regarding Coach of the Year and just awards in general for the Pistons. I don't understand this Joe Mazzulla forced propaganda that I keep hearing. Maybe that's just me. If y'all disagree, let me know in the chat, but I'm tired of hearing about it. Like, I respect what the Celtics have done. I've said it all season. I was talking about it with Deuce on his show. I talked about it with Anthony on his show on Pistons Talk. I didn't think the the Celtics were going to fall off a cliff without Jason Tatum. So even with the guys that they played with, and yeah, they've had some guys like Luka Garza who have, played well in certain spots, but I think the Pistons have done a better job at getting the most out of their guys, especially coming off the offseason that they had. At the very least, Boston came in making the trade for Anthony Simons. That didn't work out great, but they moved him. They got Vooch back for him, and they were able to get great value from some other guys, and that worked out tremendously for them. The Pistons had a lot of question marks where people were thinking, oh, maybe they'll be in the 6th seed again. Maybe they'll top, maybe to the 4th spot. But everybody had the Cavaliers, the Knicks, some were saying the Celtics, some were saying the Hawks, some were saying the Magic, and the Pistons have cleared everybody in the East off of a questionable offseason that they had. I'll say questionable because I remember what the offseason sounded like. A lot of people were not excited about Duncan Robinson. A lot of people were not super excited about Karis LeVert. And I understand. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not hating at y'all. I understand the questions behind it because everybody wanted to see Malik Beasley come back after the year he had. People were super excited about that being the biggest move they had. And now Duncan came in as his replacement. And he's been fantastic in his role. Has he been as good as Malik Beasley? No. But he's done exactly what you've needed him to do with this basketball team. Herter. Herter with a steal. That was fire. So, yeah, considering that, JB's been able to bring this team up to, again, surpass expectations. His first year, he got them in the playoffs, surpassing expectations. This year, he's got the most supreme team in the Eastern Conference and as one of the 3 best teams in the entire NBA with damn near the same roster outside of some questionable moves that people were not super high on. So what are we talking about? He then gets the most out of Danis Jenkins, then gets the most out of Paul Reed, then gets the most out of Javonte Green, who's been a journeyman. Kevin Huerter at the last second. A big point of emphasis during the offseason that they were excited about was the return of Jaden Ivey. That obviously didn't work out, and they still were able to maintain where they were at. On top of Cade Cunningham injuries, on top of Jalen Duren injuries, on top of Asar missing time, on top of Beef Stew missing time, on top of Tobias missing a lot of time. There's been a lot of injuries and a lot of missed games by this Detroit Pistons teams. I don't understand the Joe Mazzulla argument at this point. If it's strictly on, hey, he did all this without Jason Tatum. All right, well, Tatum is back now. And they still aren't better than the Pistons. I keep going to last season. Kenny Atkinson won Coach of the Year last year on the strength of being the most consistent team in the regular season in the Eastern Conference. J.B. Biggerstaff had the narrative on his side because he was in his first year able to take an all-time terrible team to the playoffs with brand new parts and expectations of maybe winning 30 games. They eclipsed that tremendously. And now, go back to last season. That didn't matter. That wasn't enough. He won. He finished in 2nd place behind Kenny Atkinson. Fine. Now JB is doing exactly what Kenny Atkinson did last season, to me in more impressive fashion, if you ask me. And now all of a sudden, we got to think about what the Boston Celtics have done. We got to look at the context. We got to look at the details. Why was you looking at the details last season? Where was the context of the conversation last season? Why does it matter now all of a sudden? That's not weird to anybody else? I don't get it, man. I have a weird lack of understanding to how some of the award voters make their decisions and how they come across being able to overlook the Detroit Pistons as often as they do, because it don't make no damn sense to me. JB's the Coach of the Year. Is nothing to discuss. I agree, Sella. I don't think I need to sell this hard, but clearly a lot of other voters in the media are thinking otherwise. I've talked to some of them behind the scenes, and they keep telling me, oh, but Mazzulla this, Mazzulla that. What are we talking about Mazzulla for? I don't get it, bro. It's propaganda to me. Pacers are in a zone here to start the second quarter. Again, this is something else that favors JB Biggerstaff. Oh, Kevin Huerter, another triple. Knocked down for Red Velvet. Again, where the Pistons have been, looked at as a team that can't shoot and they throw zones at them as often as they have throughout the regular season. The Pistons have done a great job of responding to that, putting Cade Cunningham in that rover spot to where he comes up to the middle and gets extra attention his way. Oh. And then he gets open looks for other guys. Go up, Stu. Go up, Stu. Go up, Stu. Go up. Ah, you waited too long. You had it. You waited too long. Pump fake too many times. This is our year. We only got to worry about our opponent coming out the West. I agree. The Spurs still worry me a lot. I'm not finna hold y'all at all. I think the Spurs have a great recipe to beat anybody in the league, including Oklahoma City. I don't think Oklahoma City's coming out this year. I don't think the Thunder are coming out this year. That's my guess. The regression in the Cavs even adds to why JB should be coach of the year. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice finish by Stu at the rim. There we go, 46-32. I called it this season. I didn't think the Cavaliers were going to be world beaters that everybody else thought. A lot of people thought that this is their year. Here come the Cavs. Here come the Cavs. Nah, bro. Cavs don't move me at all. I'm sorry. They don't. They don't. They're a fine team. I don't think they're a championship level team at all. I think they're a second round, maybe on a good series with the right matchup, they can get to the ECF. But if they got to see the Pistons or the Celtics, I don't like them against either of those teams at all. I think they're fraudulent. I think the Knicks are fraudulent. I was not sold on anything with them. And now again, if they had Darius Garland, maybe, but I don't like the James Harden acquisition for them. I think he'll get moody and want to leave. I think Evan Mobley still is not what people thought Evan Mobley was. I'm telling you, if you a 90s baby like me and you grew up in the age of Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki, where the power forward was the marquee position of the NBA from that 90s, 2000s stretch, if you remember what those power forwards looked like and you heard people like Evan Mobley getting compared to that, you knew how insulting that was to those guys. Dogs, absolute dogs. And Evan Mobley, who's a good player, but he's still closer to me to a role player than a star-level player that you can build around. Like, come on, bro. Knock it off. Good pass. Foul. Kevin Huerter going to the free throw line. Atkinson coasted off of JB's work with that team and fell apart because of the same soft players that got JB scapegoated. Cough, cough, Donovan Mitchell. You ain't telling no lies, Richard. Keep going, brother. You ain't lying at all. Unless Huerter becomes more consistent, the Spurs will be a problem. Yeah, I'm not going to sit up here and act like the Spurs are a walkover team. To me, on talent alone, because they have the experience factor that you got to talk about as well. They're not an experienced team. They don't have the postseason experience that teams like OKC, the Pistons, or some of the other teams in the postseason have. But in terms of just roster construction and talent, I look at them as the favorite, to be honest with y'all. I ain't going to hold you. I look at them as the favorite in the league. I really do. I really do. They're phenomenal. Pistons up 14. 9.5 minutes in the second. Pacers for three. Miss it. Here comes Ron Holland. There you go, Ron. Yeah, I want to see Ron's handle tighten up. Ooh, okay, Karras. Kicks it. Huerter. No, don't shoot that. Beef Stew gets poked. Looks like he got fouled a little bit, but no call. Jackson triple in the corner. That's what I want to see. That's all I care about right now. I want to see how the Pistons defend the three-point line. I have no worries about how the Pistons win this game. I just want to see what their defense looks like. Oh! Almost threw a touchdown lob to Ron. Missed it. Danius Jenkins gets a foul. Please let us get the Thunder. Mark, I'm with you, bro. I want the Thunder in the first round. Jesus, sorry. I would much rather see the Thunder in SGA and that core more than the Spurs. I really don't want to see the Spurs in the finals. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm nervous about that basketball team. I don't think what they did in the regular season was a fluke at all. They just had problems staying healthy. But in terms of their roster construction again, it's not even just Wemby alone. Like the depth that they have in terms of scoring and defense, off the bench, great coaching. They're a well constructed basketball team. I thought they were gonna move De'Aaron Fox at a certain point, and that never ended up happening. They kept him and said, "We'll be all right. We're gonna make it work." And boy, have they made it work. I've been very impressed with the Spurs. I think they are the favorite in terms of roster construction. But again, I still think it's kind of wide open on both sides. They play defense. They move the ball well. They got guys that can go get their own looks. They a damn good basketball team. Oh, Danis the beef stew. Nice lob. See, I want to see. Danis is putting it together, man. I'm telling you, he's a huge X factor for this team. Talk to me in the chat. Who do y'all think is the biggest and most important X factor for the Pistons in the playoffs? We know what K gonna do. You know what Duren is gonna do. Obviously, Duren is gonna be important. Who are the most important X factors for y'all in this playoff postseason stretch for the Detroit Pistons? I already gave you. I have my two. We've talked about it before, but I want to know if y'all still got the same people. Who the most important X factors for y'all for this Detroit Piston team in this postseason run? And why? Karras with a miss. Spurs are the NBA darling. They've earned it. I'm not mad at that. The Spurs have earned what the label that they've been given. They beat up on the Thunder a couple times. They prioritize defense. People love seeing Wemby in that regular season game when he cried, after they won. Oh, they care about the regular season. Oh. But so do the Pistons. But I wasn't mad at that. That's fine. I wasn't mad at that at all. Oh, nice take by Danis again. Has to be B-Ball, Paul, Reed or Jenkins, Herter, AT. I'm not mad at AT as an X-Factor option. I agree. Asar got to be huge. Asar cannot be in foul trouble at all in this series. He got to be on his best behavior with everybody. Whether he's guarding a Tyrese Maxey from the Sixers, or he's guarding Paul George, if you got to see Norman Powell from the Heat, if you got to then match up with the Cavs scoring guys, if you got to match up with the Celtics scoring, yeah, it's going to be a lot of attention on Asar Thompson. If you got to see Brunson, he got to be able to be on the floor to play unavailable for 30 minutes. Oh, man. Pacers lining up these threes. See, that's what I wanted to look at. I want to see how they move in this game defensively. JB takes a timeout. Reed and Jenkins. Kev is third. Tobias. Yes, Tobias is one of mine as well. I totally agree. Kevin Herter. I agree. Herter needs his three ball to drop. Big time. Depends on how deep our rotation goes. Man, I think that is the biggest question mark for me heading into this playoffs. Again, we talked about this before, and I think it's super important. J.B. Bickerstaff has talked so much about depth being such a weapon for this basketball team. And normally you see teams shrink down their rotations to like 8, 9, 10 bodies. Like 9, 10. The Pistons can go 11, 12 deep if they need to. They can play Sass in stretches if they need to. They can play Javonte Green for 20-plus minutes if they need to. I don't even know if they've played Javonte Green yet in this game. I want to see how deep they go. I totally agree with that. Do we go 10 or 11 deep, or does it get tightened up? But I'm going to go Ron Holland. That's another good choice. That's another good choice right there for sure. Low-key, Javonte can hoop for real. The whole bench potential X factors. Totally agree. The bench can tip a lot. I think Karis LeVert is another name. Like, if he's not playing out of control, I think he can be a huge key piece for this basketball team for sure. I think Beef Stew is another option as well, especially looking at the front courts that they're going to have to see in the playoffs. I think Stew is going to be huge. Stew has to be able to be healthy. If Stew is healthy and we got to see the Knicks, I think he'll lock up on Cat. If he's healthy, I think he'll be able to give Evan Mobley problems. If he's healthy, I think he'll be able to give Paolo Banchero problems if they see them in the first round. I think Stu is a huge, huge name in this conversation. What I like about it is it's not all on Cade to carry everything. Keep the ball out of LeVert's hands. I hear you, Avery. I get it. I get it. I get it. I know. Hornets are leading the Knicks. The Hornets are beating up on the Knicks right now. Ain't no way. You better be lying, Asciani. You better be lying. The Hornets beating up on the Knicks. See, the Knicks have had a lot of games they've just been getting waxed by teams they shouldn't be losing to, like the Hornets, like the Mavericks. Who else did they lose to in weird fashion? Let me see. Oh, it's early still. See, yeah, Asciani, don't even look at that right now because, again, that's classic Charlotte right there. They'll be up big early, but by the time the fourth quarter comes around, they're going to play like a different team. Okay, with a nice midi. Again, I just like the fact that they have options and they have some guys that'll help Cade take some pressure off. I like seeing how Jalen Duren was able to play as a hub to set up offense and set up, half-court looks for other people. I don't really want to see Jalen Duren leading us. I hate when he brings the ball up the floor and tries to run fast breaks because he gets ripped up a lot. I don't want to see that, but I like how he was able to create in half-court sets. Cade for three. Yes, there's Cade Cunningham triple right there. I like that. Yes, sir. Knicks getting smacked for them. Yeah, I'm not buying that too much right now. Again, I'm still okay. So yeah, the top four is already set in the East. Is that right? Top four is set. I want to see who. Yeah, the Hawk. I want to see. I hope the Hawks stay in that 5 spot because I'm telling y'all, bro. I believe the Cavs are not getting past the Hawks. I 100% believe that. Okay, to Tobias with a floater, missed it. Tobias gets a putback. Very nice. Pistons up 12. 5.5 left on the clock. Shout out to everybody checking in on Facebook. Oh, y'all active on Facebook. I'm sorry. I'm whack. Excuse me for not. I didn't realize how active y'all was on Facebook. What up, Tyler? T-Rich in the building. What up, Tyler? Tyler, my homie, man. One of the most talented Detroit artists or Metro Detroit artists out here. One of my favorite Tubi actors. Sam, what up, though? Dwayne. OVO's finest. What up, Dwayne? David, what's going on? Y'all been active. I'm sorry, man. I did not have my comments up here. Cause they don't. Okay, now they pop it up. Okay, I see them now. Yeah, let me open that up real quick. There you go. What's good, Facebook viewers? Live on Assist Gang. What's good, y'all? Everybody checking in. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Asciani, I'm on Facebook. I'm streaming on Facebook, live on Assist, and on and here on YouTube on Top Title Detroit. If y'all have not added me on Facebook, you're welcome to do so. Find me. My name is Eric Vincent. I love meeting the community, man. I love talking to the people when I can. So add me on Facebook. You can add me on social media if y'all want. I love to lock in with y'all. Oh, good outlet pass to Duncan Robinson. And a nice soft kiss off the glass. Pistons go back up 16. 11-0 run for the Pistons over the last minute and a half. Oh, no. Heck nah. Yeah, get that out of here. Heaved it up out of nowhere. I think I'm the only one that believes in the Hawks to upset. Y'all have an upset that y'all believe in? Well, I guess we got to wait and see because we don't know what the matchup finna be. Cade Cunningham out the post, left-handed. I'm telling you, that's my favorite form of Cade, man. When Cade is posting up against these smaller guards and these smaller wings, watch him beat dudes up with his footwork, that's my favorite version of Cade Cunningham because there's nothing you can do with him at all. Cade with a turnover. Obi Toppin for 3, knocks it down. Four minutes left in the second quarter. Cade with a drive. Cade, you doing too much passing, bro. You can just get a couple shots up. Obi Toppin another triple, knocks it down. I understand Cade being in floor general mode sometimes, but it's okay to be a little greedy, bro. You can hunt your shot out. You got tiny dudes on you. Oh, good pass there, though. Okay, shut me up then. Shut the hell up, says Cade Cunningham. I got it. You got it, Cade. Nice pass to B-Ball Paul. 16 points for B-Ball Paul. B-Ball trying to get that belt. Uh-oh. Oh, good rip. Ooh, Tobias almost had him clean. He's going to go to the free throw line. Pacers getting 2 shots. Nairobi, appreciate you adding me on Facebook. Appreciate the ad. I agree. Cavs will struggle versus the Hawks. Their switchable on the perimeter will make Mitch and Harden struggle. I'm telling you, bro, I totally agree. I don't think the Cavs are as strong as people think they are. They're not. If they're playing their perfect best ball, then cool. But I think Hawks are deep, man. The Hawks are a deep team. They got a lot of good defenders. Dyson Daniels, I think, will give them some problems. And they got enough offensive punch where they can match them on a good day. They just showed them in that back-to-back. They beat them up in the second game, kept it close the first game. I really, really like the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs. Cade outlet. Oh! Duncan Robinson loves throwing lobs to Asar Thompson. Wow, Pistons are 11 of 13 from the field in this quarter alone. 69-55. Pistons should eclipse 70 points soon. Oh, he's pushing off. Good defense by Tobias, though. Pulled the chair on him, got his footing. B-Ball Paul with the cleanup defense. I love the recovery defense that the Pistons play with. And I love the passing of Duncan Robinson. So underrated. And I didn't realize he had that. Now, that's something he had in Miami. He was always a good passer in Miami, but he has become a great... he went from a good passer earlier this season with the Pistons to a great passer with the Pistons. They talked about that a lot in the preseason. They said they wanted to work on that synergy of getting pick and roll sets with Duncan so he's able to hit JD on the screen, get him easy looks at the rim, get Stu easy looks at the rim. And now he out here throwing lobs to Asar Thompson, getting him active and involved. I love it. Nairobi. Oh, you're Askiani. Okay, what up, Nairobi? Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Y'all the best, man. We got 45 here on YouTube, man. Let's go. Yes, sir. We creeping up to 700 subscribers, too. Yes, sir. Let's go. Please, make sure y'all please like the stream if y'all having a good time. Please subscribe to the channel if y'all have not already. I really want to cross 700 as soon as possible. And don't worry, we're going to be locked in, too. We ain't going nowhere. Whenever the season's over, we got Detroit Lions we finna talk about. I'm going to try to tap into some Tigers baseball. Hey, y'all see the belt back there? I'm a wrestling fan. We're going to get some wrestling content going. We got a lot of stuff that we can talk about, man. I'm excited. The Pistons content, that's going to be year-round for sure, but everything else is going to expand a little bit more. But right now, it's playoff mode. I'm excited to be in playoff mode. I'm excited to be here. It was a blast last season. I'm telling you, being in LCA with the FU Brunson chants, bruh. Oh, y'all had Knicks fans hurt off of that. That's how they do in Detroit. Oh, y'all had them sick at LCA, bro. Oh my God, that was so funny. I gotta be nice though, because my man Ben Stiller may be at LCA, and I really want to meet him if they play the Knicks. So shout out to Ben Stiller. If you watch him, Ben, it's all respect, it's all love. One of my favorite actors of all time. But you still got to get this work, though, because, you know, you see the sign back there. You see the sign back there, Ben. 1K before the finals. That would be lovely, Chuck. Please make sure y'all please subscribe to the channel. Please. Please, 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 please. I got to catch up to Downtown Deuce. I got to catch up to Everything King. I got to get this thing moving, man. For real, for real. If y'all have not locked in yet, I would have really appreciated it. Obi, yeah, Obi getting a lot of open looks. And then, see, that's exactly what I was talking about. I want to see them defend the three-point line today. That's all I care about. I know they're going to win this game, but I want to see how they move and defend the three. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Ooh. Duncan trying to get a lob up to B-ball Paul. Obi Toppin another triple, and he hits it. Oh, my God. Obi Toppin is just going crazy. That's 6 for Obi? Good Lord. Duncan triple. Gets it back in blood. There you go. Good hit by Duncan Robinson. Oh, good rip up. Turned over on the Obi Toppin. K to Tobias Harris. Gets an easy lay at the rim. Pistons got 74 points, and we only in the second quarter right now. 74-61. Pistons up. Nothing there. Cade. Oh, nice lob up to B-ball Paul. Cade doing a great quarterback job today. 76-61. 9 assists for Cade Cunningham already. Golly. And make that 10 for quarterback Cade. Dropping it off to Asar Thompson. 78-61. Pistons up 17. Get that timeout in, Carlisle. Quarterback Cade in the building. Cade out here just diming that mug, bro. Oh, my God. I love seeing Cade in playmaker mode. I still think that's the best part of his game. I think he's a really good scorer, but I think his most elite skill is his passing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. If y'all don't know my story, again, I've been in sports journalism for about 15 years now. I took a break, and I came back into the game when Cade lost Rookie of the Year. I got back into the flow of doing, beat reporting, writing, making videos. I did all that when Cade was robbed of Rookie of the Year by Scotty Barnes, because it really killed me to see how people sleep on Detroit sports and how people let a whole narrative of Cade started off slow when he was literally winning Rookie of the Month more than anybody else in his class, averaging more points than anybody else in his class, more assists than anybody else in his class, hooping better than anybody else in his class. But a simple narrative stole that award away from Dog, man. And I thought that was absolutely insane. So to try to restore some respect to the Detroit sports community and what the Pistons do and the representation in the media is a big reason why I got back into this platform and even created this platform in general. Because I'm tired of seeing ESPN just say stuff that they don't know what they're talking about. I'm tired of seeing people who clearly don't know anything about the Pistons talking about the Pistons. Like, if you hear anybody talking about Cade and the only thing that they can say is, oh, his pace. If they hit the same talking points of his size and his pace, that means they don't watch him, because those are the same talking points that everybody else uses. I want to keep repeating that so y'all understand how important that these platforms really are and how much effort we put into this so we can represent this better than anybody else in the world, man, because can't nobody do it like we do it. Nobody. Jalen Durham with the blue Detroit fitted on. Shout out Jalen Durham, man. Should be most improved player. I'm very excited to see how that turns out. He should win, but we'll see. Serious question. How does the narrative take over in the NBA? Is it lobbied by owners to media members, ESPN? Honestly, bro, I think it's pushed through what they see on social media, And I think people have a lot of like writers who do research for them in places like ESPN. They literally have writers who take notes for them, give them talking points, and they kind of repeat them and echo them. And that's exactly what happened with Cade. You saw a lot of guys say the exact same thing. Cade Cunningham is a great talent. Started off kind of slow, but he really turned it on in the second half of the season. No, he was playing better than anybody else prior to that. Yes, he had a slow like month, but after that, Cade was hooping, putting up better stats than anybody else for a good chunk of the season. That's why he won Rookie of the Month twice. Now, yeah, he played his best basketball for sure the second half of the year after All-Star break. But no, he did not just start getting good after the All-Star break. That's cap. So a lot of those talking points you see come from people who don't do their own research or watch these games. That's unfortunately a fact, bro, and I hate that. I hate it with a passion. I swear to you I do. But you know what I don't hate? This start for the Detroit Pistons. 81-63. Great half by the boys. Paul Reed talking to Johnny Kane. Let's see what he got to say.
What are you guys trying to prove tonight? We're just trying to sharpen what we're doing out there. First of all, they got 63 points. That's a little more than what we want, but we're just trying to go out there and sharpen up our defense, sharpen up our offense, and yeah, get it done. You guys have built an 18-point lead.
Paul Reed breathing hard. That boy sweating.
Get back into it. I think we got to limit that threes. We got to
limit that threes.
We also got to limit their offense rebounds, and I think we'll be okay. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, let him rest, Johnny. He tired, boy. Oh, man, B-Ball Paul working hard. Great start by B-Ball Paul. 18 points for B-Ball. 19 by Tobias Harris leading the team. Great offensive start by the Detroit Pistons. 32 of 46 from the field. Shooting 70% from the field. Shooting 67% from three of the Detroit Pistons. 8 of 12. Oh, my. Check that out. I love that. 22 assists by the Pistons in the first half. Fantastic start. Again, and Cade only got 7 points in the mix. 10 assists by Cade. 3 turnovers, but you'll live with that. That's fine. You'll live with that from the start that they had. Obi Toppin got 18 points off the bench. 13 triples by the Pacers. I really want to see them clean that up, and I think they'll be just fine in the second half. Let's take a quick break, y'all. Stretch your legs. I'm going to go grab some food real quick. I'm going to go get some more water. If you have not liked the video, please hit the stream. Hit that thumbs up. Please support the channel if you can. Please subscribe if you can. I would really appreciate the love. We'll be back in just a moment right before the second half begins, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Be right back. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Oh, I came back here with some stuff on my face. I look crazy. Everybody good? Everybody all right? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Everything's still good. Oh, she wildin'. These halftime Jones been crazy. Shorty up here balancing on a medicine ball, twirling fire, rings of fire. Oh, she wildin'. How you couldn't pay me enough to do that? What are you doing? She should work at the circus. That can't be the only thing she doing. That's wild. Oh, she wild. Uh-oh, I see a Pacers fan in the chat. What's good? Tyrese Halley Glazer 0. I'm glad you guys are winning. Need that draft pick. Oh yeah, this is this big reload season for y'all. And we can't wait to see y'all back, man. Hey, the Pistons Pacers rivalry, it was fun through the regular season. The last what was it, 2 years ago, was it? Was it 2 years ago or last year? I forgot which one it was, but that was a fun time. That was a fun time. I want to see that back. I want to see that energy back with y'all. Hallie talking is trash. The only thing I don't like out of y'all is the way Siakam be flopping. Outside of that, I like the Pacers. I think they're a good team. I got respect for the Pacers. It was a little bit more juice to that rivalry when y'all had Benedict Mathurin and we had Jay Ivey, but now they both gone. You know, Mathurin with the Clippers and Ivey's where he is now, I guess. But yeah, y'all can get what y'all want. Get your draft pick. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you supporting. Appreciate you watching. Let's check some more numbers here before we tip back off here. Second half should be getting back underway very soon. What we got? Let's see. 46 points in the paint by the Detroit Pistons. Killing the glass, too. 27 total rebounds to the 13 by the Pacers. Only 9 turnovers? That's not as bad as I thought. I thought they had a lot more than 9 turnovers. That's fine. You can live with 9. I thought they were trending closer to 15 already because they were getting a little sloppy for a little minute. 19 fast break points. 22 assists compared to 16 by the Pacers. And 10, 14, 24, 26 points off the bench by the Detroit Pistons. We have not seen Javonte Green play at all today. He's played every game this season. Is he not playing today? I hope he gets his burn. I mean, he's played. If you're going to play every game, you don't want to sit the very last one just to sit. I would imagine he plays today. I mean, I would hope at least. What is this? What is this? Hawks trying to fall to the Knicks right now. What you mean? Oh, they lose. Oh, yeah. Let's check these scores around the league right now. Okay. Boston is down to Orlando, 61-52. Cleveland is beating Washington, 69-63. The Hawks are losing to the Miami Heat, 70-61, and the third quarter just started. Oh, so you think the Hawks are trying to see the Knicks in the first round? I would love that. I would love that because the Knicks are now losing to the Charlotte Hornets still, 63-52 over there. It's 62-58. The Bucks are 62-60 now. The Bucks are beating the Sixers 70-61. The Raptors are beating the Nets right now. Another Eastern Conference matchup. And I think those are the majority of the Eastern Conference games that we should be paying attention to. The rest of them don't really matter. Chicago, Dallas at 8:30. A bunch of West Coast games after that. Memphis, Houston play at 8:30. Pelicans, Timberwolves 8:30. OKC, Suns 8:30. Spurs. Ooh, Spurs, Nuggets tonight. Okay, that'll be fun on ESPN 8:30. Okay. Lakers, Jazz 8:30. Don't care. Clippers, Warriors 8:30. Don't care. Portland, Sacramento 8:30. Don't care. Don't care. But okay. I only care about the Eastern Conference games right now. I'm not finna hold y'all. I'm not really interested in these games. Wouldn't hit the same without Trey though. I mean, good basketball is good basketball. I feel you though. I get what you're saying. If the Magic get blown up, who would you pick up from them? I would make Paolo Banchero play how he should be playing. I'm telling y'all, when I didn't mind them getting Jaden Ivey, but I wanted Paolo to follow the Pistons so bad. I still think that him and Cade together, I think, could be the best two-way dynamic in basketball. Now, obviously, with the money that they're going to have to spend on Duren and Asar, that'll probably make it a little more difficult. But if they blow it up and, some of their core pieces have to be moved, I wouldn't mind going after De Silva. I think De Silva's a great connector on that basketball team. I'm cool on Desmond Bain. I think he's a troll. I just don't like how he plays. Asar with a steal. Okay, Asar with a damn near pick six out the gate. Gets a foul. Um. Oh, Franz Wagner's playing today too. Okay, so yep. Okay, so good. They're ramping up and they're getting healthy. So yeah, Orlando's gonna be interesting. If they're healthy, I think they're dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like they're a walkover or a cakewalk. They're gonna be a good team. I think that would be a 6-game series if they played the Pistons in the first. I'm not gonna lie. Especially with how Jalen Suggs has been playing. Don't mind me being a pig over here. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. If y'all clip me up and put me on social media, I'm fighting all y'all. Oh man, Cade and Mobley is my dream. Um, yeah, I mean, I'd rather have Scotty on this team than Mobley. If we just talking about that class, but then again, that could be a situation too. I don't know. I think the writing is on the wall in Cleveland. I think they finally realized what Evan Mobley is. I still think Toronto's gonna want to try to build around Scotty Barnes for a while. So, but I hear what you're saying, Devon. I feel you. Spurs and Nuggets will be fun to watch. Yeah, I'm with that. I don't like the Pacers, but they do have some good fans, minus the racist ones. Yeah, I've definitely heard about the racist ones. Y'all got to get that in check. Oh, good block by B-Ball Paul. Pistons still swarming on defense. Love to see it. Oh, another block by B-Ball Paul. Outlet to Cade Cunningham. Squeezes it into Paul, and he gets fouled. Looks like it's going to be on the floor. Shout out to Rick Carlisle, man. I remember when he was a Pistons coach. Those are good times. Just before Larry Brown pulled up. K trying to post up. He does on the high post. Get out the way, sorry. Get out the way. You playing in the crowd. K got too many turnovers right now. I think he got 4. But he got 10 assists, so you'll live with it. Oh, nice drop off. B-Ball Paul continues to be a terror. Oh, defended by Asar. Pistons in transition again. Here comes Tobias. Floats it up. Misses it. And B-Ball Paul with a putback. Okay. B-Ball Paul had 24 points. He has not missed a shot tonight. He is 10 of 10 from the field. B-Ball Paul going crazy. He traveled. Godly. Great defense from Cade. Way to stay in front. Pistons get the rebound. Cade transition triple. Misses it. Cade don't look like he's super focused on scoring today, which is fine. I don't mind it. Considering the circumstances, I'm fine with it. Oh, almost got a pick. Pistons get the ball with a turnover. He's like, bro, who cares? We down 22 points. We're not about to challenge right now. Oh, Tobias with a nice finish. There we go. Mario, what's good? Can you show the... Nah, I legally can't show the game. I'm sorry. I cannot show the screen and show the game. No, I can't do that. I'm going to get the whole stream copyrighted. YouTube going to take my viewership down. They're going to send me a mean letter in the mail. I can't legally show the game. I'm sorry. If I could, I would. If I were able to, I would. But yeah, legally speaking, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. You trying to get me kicked off the internet, Mario? Come on, man. You know how it go. They gotta make their money too. I can't do all that. But it's cool. I understand you asking. I ain't mad at you. It's all good. Still got a good number of people here watching on YouTube, man. Shout out to all y'all. I'm gonna keep bugging. I'm gonna keep begging. I'm gonna hold the sign up and everything. I should make a sign for real. Please like the stream. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. We are 11 subscribers away from 700. I think we still at 689. Let's see how many we at. Let me get a quick refresh in. Yep, we still at 689. So we're getting close to 700. That's okay. You're good at calling it. Thank you. Appreciate it, Mario. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get my, I've been taking notes on George Blaha for 30 years. So, I've been trying to give y'all the best show I can. Watching a good game. We got good playoff, conversation to get into. What else is going on around the league? Let's see. Miami is still up 8 points on Atlanta. It's a 10-point lead in New York. Dang, I didn't realize they in New York for the Hornets and Knicks game. Okay, 69-59. Charlotte is still up. Let's see what LaMelo's having today. I'm so happy the Pistons won that game. Well, the trash LaMelo was talking. I'm happy they were able to weather the storm and shut him up. Called Beef Stew a BAN. That was crazy. And he's still playing the same way. He 5 of 12 from the field, has scored 15 points, but he's only shot in 3-point shots. That is disgusting, bro. That cannot be a shot diet as a point guard. You've taken 12 shots as the lead guard of this team, and all you shot in is 3-pointers. That's insane. And he got 4 turnovers to go with it. Nah, man. I've always been a LaMelo fan, but he's making it hard now. Even with the success that they've been having, that cannot be your shot diet as the lead guard of this team. That's insane.
Pistons 90, Pacers 66 here in Indianapolis. Clinton Jackson. Runs the offense. Takes the hand off.
Oh, Jackson flying in, gets fouled, going to the free throw line. B-ball Paul sending him to the line.
It's on Paul Reed. It's always game time in Detroit. Get your official Detroit Pistons hoodies.
That ish works on the playground sometimes, but it won't work to get them out to play. And I agree. I totally agree, especially with the East being better than people realize it is. It's not like, you playing like this and, they were able to rise up to the, 5th seed or 4th. Like, y'all still playing the play-in area. Once you see the real teams, and you play the organized teams with experience and lead guards and they play defense, that junk is not going to fly. Being able to just trying to go band for band on threes, that's not going to work. Duncan, nice floater off the glass. Duncan Robinson with a nice throw. Bear Hudson, what's good? Oh, out of bounds. Pistons should get that, yep. How are you going to manage watching the Pistons at WrestleMania next week? Man, Respectfully, Bear Hudson, F WrestleMania. I'm so disappointed in WWE right now. I don't even know what to tell y'all. I'm so annoyed with WrestleMania. I really don't even want to watch it. I'm not finna hold you. Cade for 3, misses it. I care about like 2 matches right now for WrestleMania. I care about the Obafemi Brock Lesnar match, which I'm going to watch on ESPN when it gets on. I care about the Seth Rollins Gunther match. That's going to be a steal the show match. I don't really care about no other match, bro. I'm not finna hold y'all. I don't care at all about WrestleMania outside of that. Pat McAfee's involvement of this whole Randy Cody thing, I don't care about that match no more. Good hit by Tobias Harris for 3. Dial it up. I don't care about Roman Reigns, CM Punk, because I'm not a Roman Reigns fan at all. I don't want Roman to win because he's a part-timer, and I think he's going to, which makes me mad. Yeah, I'm not super excited about that match. What other matches are there? I think they've butchered a lot of the booking and the builds of a lot of these matches. I'm not finna hold y'all. Like, this WrestleMania build has been just disgusting. I think the Rhea Jade Cargill match should be kind of interesting. I don't care about the Usos versus LA Knight and or with LA Knight versus the Vision and ISO Speed. I like ISO Speed, but I don't care about him being in this match. Oh, look at the team ball movement by the Pistons. K to Tobias to B-Ball Paul for another great finish. Oh, I do care about the Drew McIntyre Jacob Fatu match. I think that's gonna be really good. I'm excited about that one. But I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be paying for it for real. I don't even want to pay for the ESPN subscription and all that. I don't. I really don't. I don't like that they moved away from Peacock. I miss the WWE Network right now. I'm not going to hold you. Ugh. Pistons should get the ball. Oh, they get it back. Like, WWE, man, WWE is doing stuff that's really making me mad. They sitting up here just shoving slop on TV right now and just forcing people to watch it. And they overpricing the hell out of tickets, bro. Hell no. I gotta just watch this BS and just eat it because I've just been a fan. Like, nah, bro. Fans gotta take a stand. So if the fans, okay, I'm gonna say something semi-controversial, but not really. I like cancel culture if it's used correctly. So in the instance of WWE right now, if every fan unfollowed them on Instagram just to prove a point of we not being happy with what y'all doing, WWE would get the message and say, okay, we need to tighten some stuff up. If WWE lost 5 million subs on YouTube or their subscription listing for WrestleMania for the pay-per-view, they would go to the drawing board and say, okay, we losing money. TKO is not going to be happy with this. How do we change this? Man, everybody's still gonna watch the product even though it's trash right now. They not gonna change nothing. Good dunk by Asar Thompson. So for me, I don't care about WrestleMania right now, bro. Dead ass. I really don't. I'll catch what I need to catch on social media. Again, I'm gonna watch the Brock Lesnar Obafemi match because I think that's gonna decide the fate of America over the next 20 years. Obafemi has to win that match. Let's just say that. But outside of that, bro, I don't care. I don't care about anything else they're doing on WrestleMania. There's some matches that I'm excited to see, but I'll see it on social media. Twitter gonna have the clips up. I'll catch it on there. I don't need to sit up here and watch this nonsense. Pat McAfee sitting up here trying to be the main story between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. That's embarrassing, bro. Let's get back to this Pistons game, though. I'm sorry. I had to go on that rant. I'm sorry. Juwan, appreciate the support. I'm glad you agree. Devon, I agree. Get greedy corporations the hell out of here from everything. Nobody asked for this BS. Nobody cares about Pat McAfee, bro. I don't give a damn about Jelly Roll, nah. Come on there, Cody, brother. You got to be a good man and fight for the people there, nah. Shut up. Get off my TV. Why are you here? Go away, Jelly Roll. I don't care. I'm sorry. Oh, Javante Green has checked in. So he has now played every single game this season for the Detroit Pistons. I love that. I love that. We got Danis on the floor, Kevin Huerter on the floor, Isaiah Stewart on the floor, Karis LeVert, and Wu on the floor. Drake is the... See, now you trolling, Asciani. Why are you trying to make me mad right now? Why are you trying to make me mad right now? Why are you trolling me? I just went on a rant about WWE, and now you trying to get me to talk about Drake, the biggest cosplay liar in hip-hop history? Come on now, don't do that. I love y'all. I'm happy right now. Don't rile me up, please. I hate Drake, for those who don't know. Brick. Pistons get the rebound. Here comes Kevin Huerter. Easy, Stu. Easy, Stu. Huerter with a drive, step back, midi, knocks it down. Good game so far by Kevin Huerter. I like how he's been playing. 101-75, Pistons hooping. 12 points off the bench for Kevin Huerter. Thompson with a triple. Ugh, ugly triple. That dude looked like the blue Monstar from Space Jam, number 32. Danis with a drive. He gets swatted by the Monstar. Damn. Ugh, and one finish for the Monstar. Oh, that's Jay Huff. Okay. Sorry, Jay. It's the same person that said with his full chest Roman Reigns does not draw. But prove to me that he is a draw. If he was a draw, wouldn't WrestleMania be sold out already? He's in the main event and they can't sell tickets. When Roman Reigns doesn't show up on Raw and SmackDown still sells out. So how is Roman Reigns the draw? Like, he's not the only draw on that show. Rhea Ripley's not a draw. Seth Rollins not a draw. CM Punk's not a draw. Cody Rhodes is not a draw. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you think he's a draw, cool. But tell him to show up more often then, if that's the case. I'm fine with Roman. I just want to see Roman actually fight more consistently. I want to see him on the show more consistently. I want to see him contribute to the product more consistently. Y'all can love him all you want, but you can't sit here and tell me he's as great as he is and you've seen him 4 times a year. When's the last time Roman Reigns has wrestled on Raw or SmackDown? Like, come on, man. I hate part-timers who just hog spotlights and don't do nothing. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Hawks mailing this one in. Oh, for real? Damn, they down 13 now. Okay, there's a minute left in the third quarter. Make it 15. Ooh. Okay. These Eastern Conference games, they matter. These Eastern Conference games are important. Cleveland's up 3 on Washington. Orlando's up 4 on Boston. Hornets is up 9 on the Knicks. Make it 10 on the Knicks. Let's see what else they got going on. Those are only games. Oh, no, sorry. Toronto's up 12 on Brooklyn, 83-71. Okay. Philly's up 16. Oh, they took the lead heavy back against Milwaukee. They was just down a minute ago. Who's playing this game right now? Let me see who's healthy right now for the Sixers, because they never are. Paul George is healthy and playing. Tyrese Maxey is healthy and playing. Kelly Oubre is healthy and playing. Andre Drummond with a double-double off the bench, 12 and 12. And he's hit 2 3-pointers. Is anybody else mad that Andre Drummond has become a 3-point sniper outside of his career with the Pistons? Am I the only one? And I'm trying not to be disrespectful because I don't like Andre. He follows me on Twitter, so I don't want to, I don't want no smoke. But why does he now want to be this 3-point specialist now that he's not a Detroit Piston? That's crazy to me. That is absolutely insane to me. Wow, wow, wee, wow. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how these Eastern Conference matchups shake off because are these the last games for everybody in this in the regular season? Yep, this is the last set of regular season games. Left-handed shot, Danis misses it. Play-in starts on the 14th, I think. Oh, Wu picks up a steal. Swipes it down to Danis. Kicks it to Karras. Karras on the... I'm telling y'all, Karras on the... Oh, good pass by Kevin Huerter. Sets up an easy dunk for Isaiah Stewart. Very nice. Obi Toppin another triple, and he misses it. Okay. Oh, we got a foul. Pistons up 22. Big BTA for the Pistons tonight. 103-81 lead right now. Dre wanted to shoot threes in Detroit. People were just mad. I was mad. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna lie. You can't shoot free throws. You can't shoot free throws, bro. Like that was something that kind of killed me. You want to shoot threes, but you are the worst free throw shooter in the league. They were literally unable to play Andre Drummond in the playoffs because he was such a bad free throw shooter. They would send him to the free throw line. He was missing shots, and they had to bring in what's the big man's name? Aaron Baines for him because Andre couldn't stay on the floor. What were you about to say about Karras? When Karras drives on the baseline, it makes me nervous, Jay Nelly. That's what I was going to say. Every time Karis LeVert is dribbling and he's on the baseline, it's trouble. Like I want him to be more decisive with the basketball. I want him to be a straight line driver, settle for a jumper. But every time he tries to drive on the baseline and tries to be a playmaker or wait for something to develop, something bad happens. It never fails. That's been a pattern all season long for Karis LeVert. I want him to just be a decisive scorer for this basketball team. But that's just me, I guess. Beef Stew chucks a triple, misses it. Uh-oh. Sets up a long triple, knocks it down. We got a minute and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. I think we maybe have seen the starters for the day. Another triple for Stu from the top, and he knocks it down. I like seeing Stu hit that. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought they were about to fight. No fighting in the last game, bro. We don't need no scuffles in the last game. Let's be done. What happened here? Oh, yeah, he's putting his elbow in his chin. Stu, easy, Stu. Easy, 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 easy. I get it, but easy. Relax. It's the last game of the season, bro. Like, let's just get out of here alive. Come on now. Quick question. Regardless of how the playoffs end for the Pistons, should this be the offseason where they go get a superstar to pair with Cade and Jalen Duren? It depends on how this playoff run goes, because I believe Trajan is of the mindset. If I'm Trajan Langdon, let's just spitball this a little bit. If I'm Trajan Langdon, and the biggest move I've made thus far in my tenure in terms of signing outside players has been bringing in a cheap addition of Malik Beasley on a 1 year, $3-4 million deal? No, I think it's a little more than that. Or Tobias Harris for 2 for 52. Those have been my biggest additions. Now, yes, I do think this is the most important offseason in Trajan Langdon's tenure with the Pistons, but it all depends on how far they go. Because if they get to the ECF or the NBA Finals, he's going to be thinking, do we really need to go get a superstar? Do we need to go get a star-level player? Now, granted, it's not a bad idea depending on who it is. If New Orleans kicks the bucket and says, all right, we're ready to break it down, who wants Trey Murphy? Come get him. I'm not mad at that. If you call and go see what Trey Murphy finna cost, cool. But outside of that, again, it kind of just depends on how this playoffs shake. But yes, I do think this is going to be the most important offseason of Trajan Langdon's tenure with the Pistons, pending on how they finish. If they finish in the first, if they win the first round and they somehow lose in the second and don't even get to the ECF, yeah, you may have to go do something serious. Hoping there's Karras being cute again. He could have easily just went up strong, but he tried to scoop it and, doing what he does. He dribbles like a 3-year-old just learning basketball. All right, J. Deli. Oh, man. They just ask on the Pacers. The Pistons don't get to the ECF. Is it a failure? This is why I got to get on my top title-ish. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. No. It's common sense. Now, granted, depending on how they lose, it could be deemed a failure. If they get to the second round and get swept by the Cavaliers, yeah, that would be extremely disappointing. Would it be a failure of a season? No, it wouldn't be a failure of a season. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I think that's wildly overblown. I don't think that's going to happen either. I don't think they're in risk of getting swept by anybody. If they lose, they lose. But I don't think the Pistons are going to get just duffed by anybody. I can't see that happening. Not Boston, definitely not the Knicks. I don't see that. The Cavaliers, I don't see that happening at all. I think the Pistons, with how they play defense, with how they've looked offensively over the past month and some change, I think they are well equipped to go band for band with anybody. Not band for band, but just I think they're able to play their game and keep up with anybody in the East right now. Danis kicks to Herter for 3, misses it. Danis with a board, 5 seconds left. Gets stripped. Obi top in. What? Why would you do a between the legs dunk, bro? Chill out. Try to be cute with your little afro ponytail. Go to the bench. Go to the bench, brother. 1000% easy. Karras does poorly when he's asked to play the point when he is the Danis. The minute 2 works a lot. But yeah, I agree. It's kind of like what Jaden Ivey was doing when he was here. Like, I don't like when he had to be the primary decision maker. Like, Danis has proven that he can handle that with Cade off the floor. Like, you don't need to have all these other playmakers trying to take his position. Let him do that, whether it's against the zone, whether it's in man. Like, he's shown that he's well capable of handling that. Joe Gavin, what up, though? What's up, Joe? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate all y'all being here. Third quarter is wrapped up. Of course, please pay your tithes at the door. If you have not liked the stream, please do so. Please subscribe to the channel. Please show your support. I can't even talk, excuse me. Please show your support of Top Title Detroit. I would really appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody watching on liveonassist.com. Shout out to everybody checking in on Facebook. Appreciate all y'all for your support, man. It really means the world. It's been a blast of a regular season, and it's going to double up even more when the playoffs get popping. Excited for the Pistons to get some rest. Would you get Jalen Green? No. Nope. Nope. I would not get Mr. Tour Date, no. Jalen Green is, I'm not saying I don't think he's a bust, because I think he still has shown promise to be a good player on the team. But be clear, his expectations were to possibly be a leading scoring candidate in the NBA and be a franchise focal point player. And I think we've seen that he is not that. He could be a complimentary scorer next to somebody like Cade. I think that would work. But no, I think you can find somebody else. Nope. because he gonna be mad frustrating if his game does not translate. I'm good on that. Again, I think what Trajan has been able to succeed with has worked. I think the fact that he's been able to kind of work with the low budget additions and knowing the internal development that they've had with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson, and then everybody else kind of buying in and just playing their role, they're not, like, again, I understand the conversation like earlier in this season or maybe last season of, oh, when are they going to get Cade's Robin? I think we've kind of shown that they don't. First of all, I think you can argue he has it right now in Jalen Duren. You can argue it. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm saying you can make the argument. And now at this point, like, if you go get a Devin Booker, you're going to have to give up a lot to go get him. And how worth it is it really going to be if you are able to get to the ECF without him? If the Pistons are able to make it out of the Eastern Conference, do you need to go get a guy like Devin Booker? Do you need to crash out for Trey Murphy? Now, if these guys are going for the cheap, go for it. But it depends on how much you have to give up for these guys. That's the question. Ron Holland triple. Ooh, looks good. I like Ron's form lately on his threes. Danis Jenkins for three. Misses it. Final quarter of the regular season, y'all. We got 11 minutes left, and then we are in full swing of playoff preparation. Javonte Green, corner three, knocks it down. Hit that inhaler, big dog. Good extra pass by the Pistons. Why would the Pistons need a superstar to be paired with Cade and JD? I'm kind of tired of the conversation always leading to us getting a superstar on the Detroit Pistons. It's lame. At this point, it's kind of diluted, Stella. I agree with you. Or Stella, I'm sorry. I think at this point, knowing where Cade Cunningham has gotten, he's playing like an MVP. Jalen Duren is playing like one of the 20 best players in basketball. He's playing like a top 5 center right now. So knowing where his progression has been, it kind of dilutes the necessity for it. If Duren was playing like, I don't know, if he wasn't an all-star, you wouldn't need to be having this conversation. Herter for three, misses it. I think Jalen Duren's progression has just changed a lot from what they're doing. Asar's progression has changed a lot from what they're doing. And the fact that they're all buying in defensively and not trying to overexert offensively, I think it just changes a lot in terms of what their expectation is in terms of roster building. And be clear, I'm a person who wanted them to go get a star at a point. I'm not going to act like I was, always on board with them just, being patient and having these cheap signings and figuring it out. I wanted them to go get a big name guy. At this point, though, I don't really know if they need to. But again, that will be answered with how this playoff run goes. Ooh, that's a dirty screen right there by, who's that? Who was that? Yeah, that was a super ugly screen he just said. That was dirty. Jalen Slauson, that was nasty. That might be a flagrant for real. If they gonna look at it now, but that was weird. JD gonna be the other superstar, but a perimeter number 3 option is needed. I agree with that, but that doesn't have to be a superstar in order to go get it. Now, who knows? If they want to maybe cash in and, move a couple pieces, I don't know. It depends on what they want to do with Tobias Harris. I mean, obviously, he's a free agent this year, so I don't know what their decision is going to be with him. Trey just got some time. He's got some time to make some decisions. Again, I think it all depends strictly on what they do in this postseason run. Yeah, you get a couple more 3-and-D guys. You see what having the addition of a Kevin Huerter, what that's brought to this team, changed a lot. A simple signing of a Malik Beasley last year to the cheap deal he was on changed so much. Even Tim Hardaway Jr. in the trade that they got him for, it changed so much for this basketball team. So, yeah, I can't even sit here and say if they don't get a star, it's a failure. But Granted, I do still think that Trajan has to make the right selections. You got to get a good draft pick. You got to find somebody else to kind of go with this core. You got to give Duran his money. You got to decide if you want to pay Asar this offseason. We'll see. Let's spitball this right quick. If we all agree the Pistons will sign Jalen Duran to an extension with K's contract, next will be Asar Thompson. Yeah, assumably so. Assumably so. I think Asar will be next in line. Yeah. Asar is going to be first team all defense this year. I think he has a legitimate claim to defensive player of the year over Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, I mean, I understand if Asar gets paid this offseason. I wouldn't be mad at it at all. Holland is almost there. Truly promising young guy. He got some steps to go. Ron is awesome defensively. I want to see a little bit more offensively, though. I want to see him take some growing steps in his self-creation as a scorer, as a catch-and-shoot player. I want to see him do some more offensively. Tighten up on his handle. I think that'll work. Again, I think he's one of the biggest swing players on this roster in terms of how they build this team with what he does over the next 2-3 years. Pistons bench has not been great in this game. They've been good enough. They don't need to be great. Flagrant. Dang, they ejected him. Wow, he's out of here. I thought it was going to be a flagrant 1. I did not expect a flagrant 2. He's cooked. It was dirty. It was definitely a dirty play. You screened him when he wasn't even looking, and there was no need to screen him. He wasn't even like in the play for real. But he out of here. Have an early exit, Slauson. That was crazy. Oh, coach is mad. Look at coaches going at it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's a lot of angry ball-headed dudes in that circle. Everybody in that circle was bald as hell, and they was mad. Jared Jack, Sidney Lowe, all the dudes bald as hell arguing with each other. If y'all sit y'all greasy heads down. Oh, that was hilarious. I've never seen so many angry bald-head dudes in one place in my life. That was hilarious. Come on, hit one, Stu. There you go. Shut him up. Shut him up. Props to Stu for not coming back and starting the stuff. Shout out. Yes, big shout out to Stu. Stu, I think another big swing player in this in the playoff stretch. Yep, now he's sitting down. Yeah, let him sit for the game. Let him be done. Don't let him antagonize you. Don't let him, push you around because you need to be healthy, Stu. Stu has to be healthy in this playoff run. If you want him to play against Orlando, he's going to be big guarding Paolo Banchero. He's going to be big guarding Franz Wagner if he switched off. Like, they're going to need him against Wendell Carter Jr. in their front court. Ball boys looking like Caillou. Them greasy bald heads turning pink and angry. Y'all sit y'all bald head asses down. Oh, man, that was hysterical. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. You know what? Let's break the news now, shall we? We gonna be doing some stream. If y'all been here, y'all see me do some streams and linking up with Deuce, with Downtown Deuce and Sarah. They normally do streams for the national games, so we're gonna try to do some more of those together for the playoffs. Now, when the Pistons play at home, I'm obviously not here. I'm at LCA. I'm in the building. I'm doing my reporting at the game. But for the national joints, I'm going to try to be linked up with them for those playoff games. That's the plan. That's what we're working on right now. We're going to keep y'all in the loop. We're going to let y'all know what's going on. But that's what we're working on at this moment. Ooh, Huff with a throwdown. 8:30 left in the game. 8:30 left in the regular season. Pistons up 115-98. Just trying to get out of here alive. Let's just wrap this game up and be done. Bad pass from Danis. Take foul by Ron Holland. Ron is tricky because he's one of the more valuable guys Detroit could flip. His upside is pretty high in my opinion. Personally, I want them to continue developing him. Yeah, I agree. Again, if he shows a lot, because you've seen a little bit of the progression. The defense has been fantastic all year. But if the offense comes along too with a stronger handle, if he starts, showing the ability to create his own looks in half-court sets, not just in transition, that could change a lot with what they do. Then they'll feel like we don't need to go get nobody else. We got Ron playing fantastic. He's, putting the midi together. He's playing good and catch and shoot three-point situations. We don't need to go hunting for somebody else if we got Ron here taking steps forward. So, again, he's for sure one of the biggest swing players in the Pistons' development. 115-102. Pacers trying to fight back, making sure the Pistons don't get win number 60. Just under 8 minutes left in the game. Javonte kicks to Herter. Ron Holland for three. Really wanted to see him make that one. Danis gets offensive board. Back to Ron. You see now Ron don't want to shoot. Somebody got to do it. Danis gets blocked by Huff. Javonte, good switch. Good collapse to the corner. Oh, what was that? Threw it off the glass trying to get into the corner. That was nasty. Javonte Green kicks to Ron Holland for three. Ron keeps lining it up well, but he can't hit it. Marcus Sasser checking in. .13 lead for the Pistons. JB Biggerstaff not looking happy right now. The bald head anger is still fuming right now. He wants to make sure his team is going to close this game out accordingly, which they should. You've been whooping, it's been BTA all game. You don't want to spoil this game and lose unnecessarily. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want any kind of sour taste in your mouth, to go into the postseason. Get out alive. Finish this game up. Spoil whatever hopes they got. And they don't need this game no damn way. Ref just saved his life. You hope the Pistons play the Heat in the first round, Sports Talk? I'm not mad at that. I think Miami's a good team, but I think the Pistons can match up well with them. Act tough against the Pistons. Yeah, we're going to try to get King on, too. I know he does some streams sometimes. We definitely trying to link up and get something going with King. Stay tuned. Stay patient. We rocking in. We going to make something good happen for y'all. Because I like we all can link up with everybody. I like bringing the community together. So we're going to try to do what we can to make that happen. Who you think we would play round one? I don't know, man. It's kind of in the air right now, honestly. Like, it's kind of hard to predict at this current moment, especially with how these games are going right now. Oh, wow. Look at this. Yeah, Atlanta getting popped right now. 131-113. Knicks down 101-84. Sixers up 121-99. 117-92. Toronto up. Orlando was up, and now they down 15 points. And it's, 9.5 minutes left? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who they going to play right now. I got to do some math. I got to crunch some numbers. I don't know what they finna do. Because nothing, I don't know. Yeah, ain't nothing really set in stone right now. This looks kind of odd. That's surprising. Wow. Wanted to get your honest opinion on Asar Thompson. My concern is that you cannot pay someone big money if he is only good defensively and brings very little offense. Listen, I've been one of Asar's biggest critics all season long. I don't know how to feel about Asar Thompson. I really don't. Because I agree with what you're saying. I do. I think his defense is elite. I think he's the best all-around defender in basketball. But I'm not going to give him a pass for the limitations he has offensively. Now, granted, the players around him have been excelling offensively. You've seen Herter take a step up offensively. You've seen Tobias play well offensively. You've seen JD play well offensively. You've seen Duncan play well offensively. So it's limited the need for Asar to be a 10, 15-point-a-night guy. And he's also been able to do some other things well. He's a good secondary creator at times. He does a good job of moving without the ball. He's a really good offensive rebounder to create second chance opportunities. But I agree with you. I'm not one of the people, like, I don't like when people say his defense is good enough where we don't need him to do anything on offense. I'm not with that at all. I don't agree with that. I don't like when fans say that. You want your core guys to work on their deficiencies. And the Pistons think so too, because Fred Vincent is here trying to help him and Ron Holland at those exact same things. So no, I don't agree with oh, the defense is all we need. Let him rock with that. No, not at all. I'm not gonna consent to that in any way, shape, or form. I think Asar needs to work on his limitations. I think he needs to grow as a player, and I think he will. How much they pay him and what his role is going to look like is going to be different and going to be interesting. But yes, I am holding him to the expectation of seeing some growth as an offensive player. I do agree with that. Herter drives. Sasser back to Herter. Isaiah Jones, ugh. Or Isaac Jones, excuse me. A little ugly, but it looks like he's going to the free throw line. Huff got him with a foul. He creates turnovers, enough said. That's cool, but that's not all you like. Okay, I see a lot of fans on social media that be upset that he don't play 30+ minutes. If you want him to play 30+ minutes, he has to give you production on both ends of the floor. He has to. He cannot be a one-way guy playing 30 minutes a night. That's not going to happen. Asar is literally the second worst free throw shooter in basketball behind Rudy Gobert. So some teams going into the playoffs can play hack-a-shack and send him to the free throw line to spoil your offensive momentum. That's a real thing. Now, granted, they haven't been able to, teams have not done that thus far because it's the regular season. But in the playoffs, the smart teams are going to look at that and say, oh, wait a minute, what are their weaknesses? Asar shooting what for the free throw line? Oh, we can take advantage of that. We can spoil Cade's possessions. We can limit the dynamic ability of Jalen Duren by just sending their worst free throw shooter and their worst offensive player to the free throw line, the place he's worst at. So no, I'm not with that at all. I want to see him grow in that regard. I think he needs to. If there's any one area he should be growing in, it's on the free throw line. I don't think he needs to be a 3-point sniper out the gate. Marcus Sasser 3 misses it. He don't need to be a 3-point sniper right now, but when people say, oh, all he does is he creates our turnovers and he gets defense, that's all we need. No, that's not true. That's not true. He needs to do more. He creates turnovers enough. No, Scooby, I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I don't. But he's untradeable. I'm at this point, yes. Okay. He's untradeable unless a star-level player is on the board that's a two-way guy. Like, for example, Okay, I mentioned this name before. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. If you disagree, cool. But I just want to see where y'all line in on this. Answer this question. If for whatever reason the Atlanta Hawks are like, you know what? We're not happy with where we are. Let's bust this down and just start over. And they put Jalen Johnson on the market. Would you be willing to trade Asar Thompson to get Jalen Johnson? Because that's when you say he's untradeable, that means no matter who you call about, we're not even picking up the phone and answering about this guy. So if somebody like Jalen Johnson was available with Atlanta and you had a chance to get him as your stretch for the future to play with Cade and Jalen Duren, but you had to trade Asar Thompson to get him, would you make that trade or even pick up the phone and discuss it? Are you even considering the trade? Xavier says no. Prime Jimmy, Jimmy's cooked. Jimmy's cooked, brother. I make that trade today, right now. Only like Jokic or something. But that's my point, Xavier. See, that's what I mean. If you say untrade, to me, I think Cade Cunningham is untradeable. There's nobody in the NBA that I would trade Cade Cunningham for. If the Spurs picked up and said, "Hey, we'll give you Wemby for Cade," I'd still say no because Wemby's health concerns me. I think his inability to stay healthy, his knees, his build as a skinny 7'5", 7'6", big, that concerns me. I wouldn't trade him for Wemby. I wouldn't trade him for Jokic. I wouldn't trade him for SGA. I wouldn't trade him for Luka. Nobody. Cade Cunningham is the true definition of untradeable. So don't tell me, oh, Asar is untradeable, but you pick up the phone for Jokic. Nah, you said untradeable. Stand on untradeable if that's how you feel. And if Jalen Johnson is a name, that's worth talking about at least. Because you're not making a downgrade completely. Jalen Johnson's a fantastic offensive player. You need a stretch forward in the future. He's a great playmaker. And JB Bickerstaff can get him to play defense. He's not a great defender, obviously, like Asar, but you are getting some value back. It's not like you're going to fall off a cliff with a guy like Jalen Johnson if he came over to you from the Hawks. So, again, when you say untradeable, you have to mean you're not trading him for anybody. That's what untradeable means. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cade is truly untradeable. Like, when we got him with the pick, apparently the rumor was OKC wanted to get Cade for the number 6 pick in SGA. And I said, no, he's not worth it. I think he'll be better than SGA in 5 to 10 years. I still stand on that. And I think it'll be even quicker than that because I think SGA is a better scorer. Outside of that, I don't think he does anything else better than Cade Cunningham. Cade is the definition of untradeable. If you pick up the phone right now and say, how's Cade doing? I'm hanging up the phone on you immediately. Don't even ask about him. If a dude is sitting up here trying to holler at your girl, how you and your girl doing, bruh? I'm hanging up the phone immediately. Don't even ask about mines, bro. Why are you calling me right now? I'm not trading you Cade for nobody. So unless y'all feel like that about Asar Thompson, you wouldn't trade him for a soul. You cannot say Asar is untradeable. Now, granted, I'm not saying you should be out fishing to trade him. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, you should be picking up the phone to see what he's available for. I'm not saying that. But if a team is, like, again, maybe another name, Trey Murphy. People keep talking about Trey Murphy with the Pistons. Would you be willing to trade Asar Thompson if it means you can get Trey Murphy in return? If it's a conversation at least, you can't tell me that Asar Thompson is untradeable. If you're willing to think about it, don't tell me Asar is untradeable. That's my point. In those situations, I trade Asar over Ron. Okay, I'm discussing for sure. I'll discuss it, but Asar is a rare one. He for sure is. He's a rare defender, yes. He's not a rare basketball player. He's a great defender. He's, to me, the best defender in basketball, but he has limitations. He absolutely has limitations, and he does limit some areas of what this team does offensively. Like, we can't argue that. He's too similar to Cade. Who? Jalen Johnson? Okay, I feel you on that. But what I'm saying on this, what scale of what scale of untradeable. Not talking about Jalen Johnson. Okay, but so who would you said, so Jokic. So you willing to only trade him for a top 3 player in the NBA. Okay, but again, that's still not untradeable. That's what I'm saying. Again, there's nobody, I don't care if Denver says, listen, we really want to get off Jokic. He's not happy here anymore. We really think he thrive in Detroit. Give us Cade for him. Hell no. There's no package that you can sell me to give Cade up for anybody in the NBA. You can give us Jokic, 2 picks, Aaron Murray, nobody. Cade is off the table completely. Sasser for 3, misses it. Tolu Smith, put back, gets a foul. Asar has high value, but not untradeable. That's where I'm at, Devon. He absolutely has great value, but I'm not going to say he's untradeable. I can't say the second worst free throw shooter in basketball is untradeable. If y'all watch this series, and we'll come back to this conversation, y'all. We'll come right back to it. If Cleveland is sending Asar to the free throw line, which, again, is going to take his ability to be on the floor away, because now that great defense he has is going to be removed because he's sitting on the bench. If he's missing free throws and y'all are blowing offensive momentum because Asar is being sent to the free throw line 12, 15 times a game and he's just missing, that limits what you can do. That's something to think about, bro. That is an absolute conversation. And again, I'm not hating on Asar. I like him. I think he has value with his team. I think people just need to be a little bit more realistic about when they say he's untradeable or he's the second most important player on this team. No, he's not. Not when Jalen Duren is here. Jalen Duren is way too important as a rim protector, a rebounder, offensive creator. Like, no. I'm sorry. If Asar fails to improve his game offensively, would you make any of these trades? Kawhi, Troy Murphy, Lauri Markkanen, Jalen Johnson, would you make these trades? I don't know. It depends on the package. Some of them names I'm not opposed to. Kawhi, no. I think Kawhi gonna retire in like 2 years. So no, not Kawhi. Not Lauri Markkanen. I don't like how he plays defense. Jalen Johnson, maybe. Kyrie, hell no. Nah. I don't know. It just depends on the package. He's the second most important player in the team. No, he's not. He's not more important than Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren does way more offensively than Asar does, so you can't say that. Like, even when Asar is the best defender on the team, Jalen Duren still has to be impactful as a rim protector and your most important rebounder. He sets way too many screens for Cade Cunningham. He's way too important in pick and roll defense on for the Pistons on defense. No, he's way too involved on both sides of the floor. Asar Thompson has the ability to take plays and possessions off. Jalen Duren does not have the ability to do that. So no, I don't agree with that at all. Duren, oh yeah, you the same one who said you'd rather have DeAndre Ayton than Duren. Never mind, bro. I'm off. Xavier's, cut it out, bro. Cut it out. I need Asar to appreciate the need for him to be better offensively. He's a hard worker, but right now I don't think he believes his game needs scoring as much as fans do. That needs to change. I agree. We talk about it all the time on here. I don't mind watching Ron Holland shoot and miss the jumpers that he's taking. That's fine with me because he's not going to get better unless he's shooting those shots. He has to work on those shots to get better at those shots. He has to improve. Asar is not even taking those shots right now. Now, granted, again, with how other people have been playing, you don't need for him to be a 10, 15-point scorer right now. But if there's stretches where they're cold, yeah, he got to step up and help. But no, I don't agree when people say, hey, all he got to do is play defense and that's all. No. His defense alone is not impactful enough to be the second most important player when Jalen Duren is average, when he's impactful on both sides of the floor. Like, no way. Jalen Duren's what, top 5 in rebounding, one of the best offensive rebounders in the game. Has shown to be an offensive creator in terms of scoring, a great playmaker when he needs to be. No, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. He's all right, but a lot of things can do when he's all right, but a lot of bigs can do what he do with better impact, better rebound. That's not true. That's not true, Xavier. That's not true. A lot of bigs cannot do what he's doing. And the fact that he's 22 years old shows that he still has more room to grow. He's already been an all-star, and he's now shed the label of being the product of Cade Cunningham. He's now his own man. He's able to create his own shots. He's shown some promise with a jumper. No, there's not a lot of bigs that can do what he do. Again, right now, you can make an argument that he's a top 5 center. Outside of Joel Embiid, who's never healthy, Wemby, Jokic, I'll put Bam in there to be respectful, but outside of that, there's not a whole lot of other names. Like, he's not, like, I don't think, I'm trying to just spitball names right now. Like, well, I guess Cat's more of a power forward, so I don't know if I call him a center, because they still play Mitch Robinson next to him. You can make the argument that Jalen Duren is a top 5 center right now with how he's grown. Oh, look at Ron Holland while we talking about improvement. That's what I'm talking about. Good hit, Ron. Hustle man with a triple. Pistons up 12. 35 seconds left for the regular season. I agree. Jalen Duren needs to be a lot better and more consistent defensively, but like when people act like again, Xavier, you literally was sitting up here just a couple weeks ago saying DeAndre Ayton is who you'd rather have on this team, and that's cap. That's crazy. Like we not rocking with that, bro. Like we can't do that. We can't disrespect like that. 60s in the chat. 60s in the chat. 60s in the chat. Let's go. It's up. 133, 121. We're going to close this thing on out with the Detroit Pistons stamping 60 wins of the 2025-2026 regular season. 60-22. Shout out to Everything King. He literally predicted that this is what it was going to be, and my dog was spot on, man. 60 wins for the Detroit Pistons. And they did it in convincing fashion, bro. That is a wrap on the regular season. 60s all through the chat, baby. I want to see it. Yes, sir. 60s in the chat. What up, though? Man. 60 wins for the third time in team history. The Detroit Pistons take care of the Indiana Pacers 133-121. That is a great close to the regular season, man. Fantastic job for the Detroit Pistons, y'all. Beautiful, 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 beautiful regular season close. And it's time to get ready for the playoffs, baby. Yes, sir. Your number one seeded Detroit Pistons now get to sit and wait. Kay Cunningham talking to Johnny K. Let's see what Kay got to say. 60 of them things, says Jalen Duren. Playoffs.
Playoffs on the line. So it's been a great regular season. Now it's time for the real fun.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, for sure.
How different is it going to be? I mean, there's a lot of people want to savor what you guys have done to this point, but I know for you guys, in a lot of ways, it's just beginning. Like, how different is this going to be now as you ramp up for what could be a deep run?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be no different than last year. Besides, we had more experience and just a better team, better feeling for our system and everything, and we got a chip on our shoulder a little more than last year. So
They got a chip on their shoulder from last year.
And we can't wait.
When you look at this group, like we know how close knit you guys are. The guys just left the floor, but like, what will your memories be of like this particular group of men?
Man, we've had a lot of fun this year for sure. We bonded off the court. We've taken care of each other. So. I hear from other guys that haven't been, with this team their whole careers, like me and some of the guys, but like they say that this is special. You don't find this everywhere, and over the year we've all come to realize that. So we're gonna savor it and we're gonna try to extend it as long as we can.
There's a lot of people are gonna be looking forward to watching you guys back on the home court come next Sunday for your first round. What message would you give to the people that have been behind you all season?
Yeah, just come on back out, be loud for us. And let's get some wins.
All right, I'll let you go, man. Enjoy it with you guys.
Sorry, appreciate it, John.
All right, Kid Cunningham, special performance. Special season.
Oh, this is exciting, man. This is exciting. Great post-game talk from Kay Cunningham. The Pistons still feel locked in. They're ready for the postseason. They're ready for the playoffs. And Pistons fans, you should be too, man. This is going to be hype. This is going to be a great postseason run. Let's see who the Pistons got coming up. They get to chill for the play-in. They get a good amount of rest before they get to load up for the playoffs. They'll kick this thing off at LCA. If you're going to be there, hit me up. Let me know. Turn that thing on up. Turn the building up. Let's get excited for this team. Let's support them. Let's show the energy and the X factor that LCA can be with this postseason run. Thank you all for being here, man. I've had an absolute blast rocking out with y'all all regular season, and we just getting started, man. The postseason, again, we're going to turn this thing up a few more notches. Please, 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 before you get out of here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, please, if you had as much fun as I did. It's been an absolute blast hanging in with y'all, man. enjoyed this regular season run. Let's get this postseason thing going the right way. Thank you, everybody who tuned in on Facebook. Please make sure you like the stream over there as well. Everybody on liveonassist.com, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please lock in, rock out with your boy, and I'm going to see y'all again on the postseason tip. I will have a write-up soon on clutchpoints.com as well. Thank you all so much for all the love. I'm going to see y'all again soon. We got something special coming up for y'all. Stay here, stay locked in. Till next time, though, we out.